Hi, my name is Larry Davis. I'm the owner and operator of the Jam Spot Music and the JSM.com, both of which are music stores. One's online. I am here today because I really want to get people involved with guitar, of course. Music store, right? Anyways, I'm teaching the basic foundations, the steps of learning guitar. We've gone through several different episodes already. This particular one is probably going to be a favorite of some people, especially if you're a fan of Pink Floyd. It's time. You need to learn a song. Now, there's a lot of teachers that will say, don't worry about learning songs. Learn theory. Learn the neck. Then you'll know songs. I am not a believer in that. I believe that in order to stay interested with the guitar, you need to learn a song. At least a song that you can relate to. You're like, okay, I hear that on the radio. I can hear it in my playing. It gets you pumped. It keeps you wanting to play. There is no doubt about it. So what we're going to talk about is Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. It's a super famous song. It's basic to do, yet it's challenging. So it has a lot of growth, a lot of potential to learn to play guitar with. Today we're going to learn the basic intro of Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Now, we've talked about the G chord in the past. The G chord, the C chord, the A minor chord, and the D chord is what we're involved with here on this song. Now, the intro, which is super famous, you'll recognize it if you're any sort of rock and roll head at all, or you listen to the radio, classic rock stations, you will recognize this riff. Now, take the position of rock G, which I taught you earlier, okay? Make sure you got no buzz, and we're going to start on the top string. Okay, that's what we're going to play. Now I'm going to run it through. I'm going to run through it with you. Now, lift your index finger off of the A string from your G chord. So you have your basic G chord, lift the index finger off, all right? Now, this is going to be a hammer-on. Is what a hammer-on is when you play it open, the string open, and you then hammer on with your finger. That's a hammer-on. Now this is going to be a hammer-on. So you're playing the top string first, and then you're going to hammer on with the second A string, and then you're going to go with the D string, which is right below the A string, and then you're going to plant this index finger on the D string. So let's do this again. Now, at first it might be like, oh, I get it, you know, and it's kicking in, and then you're getting too fast and you're not doing it right. Be sure that you hammer on. So you're in the G chords. You don't have to move your fingers around. You're only moving this index finger. It's jumping from the A string. You're hammering on the A string, and then you're lifting off, and then you're hammering it on the D string. You're just actually not hammering it. You're just pressing on the D string. So you're going from A to D. Not much of a movement there. Keep with it. So you go from E. Now I lift my finger off of the E string because it's in the way. You don't need it there anymore, so lift it off. Hammer on A. Play the D open. Fret the D, second fret. Now, after you get that down, you're going to have a little bit of a bottom strum on these two strings in the bottom. You're still in rock G. Okay, so. Okay, now we're going to climb back up the same exact thing we did, except in reverse. So, after you do that, you're playing the actual D string. Actually, I'm sorry, it's the G string right here. It's open, no fretting, just open. And then the D string is fretted still from where you landed before on the second fret. Lift off, play it open. Now you're landing it on the A string, and then you're lifting off. So you're gonna, let's try this from the very beginning of this second part. You got this strum. G open, D 2nd fret, lift off, then strum again. That's right, you're putting it all together. Now the cool thing about it is you got hammer-ons, you got basic strum, and then you got opens to pull-offs. Download the tab, go to ultimateguitar.com, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, intro. And then follow it along with me on this. This will really help you learn that beginning section. So after you get the beginning intro down, we will concern ourselves with going to step 3 of that intro, which changes up. So you got this, the first couple bars is this. Now it changes up. I'll go through this with you now, okay? Now we've done the intro where it goes open G to D. Now we're going to actually do the second half of that, which is starting on D string with your 2nd fret. There's no open G involved, so you just go D string, 2nd fret, and then you go to the A string, 2nd fret. Then you go with the first section of the riff again. Then you go to the D string, 2nd fret, which you should still be there. A string, 2nd fret, and then I throw this little lick in at the end, which is just A, pull off, A, pull off, A, pull off, and then hammer on a G. So. That's the intro, that's also the ending, that's also the middle of Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Now, is what we're going to do in the next lesson is we're going to work on the actual chording of that song, the actual chords, the strumming. And then I'll also do a section on the solo. Stay in tune. Remember, always stay in tune. And thanks for watching this podcast of Basic Beginner Guitar Lessons. I'm over and out.